Today on Destination DeLeo, I'm going to give you a look at our infinite ocean view balcony on board Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas. Before we get into it, if you want to help support our channel, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That's our goal. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it so much. I really liked the full-length mirror that they had in this cabin. I liked the lighting on the side. It was very well lit. It was great for those fit checks. Awesome lighting. Right behind the mirror you had some hidden shelving and your safe. The shelving was shallow, but it was extra storage. It was shelving nonetheless. Just beyond the mirror we had our main closet system. There were two sides to the closet system, and of course the controversial baskets and the cubbies right underneath there. Let's take a look inside. On the left side we had our long hang. This was perfect for dresses, anything with length that you want to hang in the closet. I really liked, they had these fixed hooks right there. You could see them on the side of the closet, which was great for hanging purses. I hung my laptop bag in there. Just nice extra hanging option, and it's hidden away from everything right there in the closet. On the right side we had the shorter hang side of the closet, but they gave plenty of hangers, which was awesome. Got a lot of use out of those. They gave an extra pillow, which I thought was a nice surprise. And these baskets, I don't know, some people don't really care for them. They are a little noisy. They kind of like squeak and screech when you pull them out. But I liked them for laundry and shoes and those things that I just normally can't find a place for. Underneath the reading lamps, there was a USB outlet and a standard electrical outlet. And that was on both sides of the bed under those reading lamps. And as you can see, it was a nice, roomy, open feel. I just really liked this room. I liked the extra space it provided, and the natural light coming in was great. Your TV is right there hanging on the wall across from the bed on that little recessed area. There's also some shelving and nice ambient lighting in there as well, which made it look really nice. Plenty of places to sit. You have a nice comfy sofa. That's where my son set up his bed. And a nice view there. Loved the floor to ceiling window. A nice desk / vanity. Great for doing makeup, doing hair, getting some work done. Of course, some storage drawers there to put clothes away. And here's a nice view looking into the stateroom. On your desk you have your light switches, a European outlet, USB and USB-C outlet, as well as a standard electrical outlet, and of course your drawers. There's that Royal Caribbean hairdryer that they provide in every stateroom. What I liked is this was an actual little mini fridge. It kept everything cold, so there's not as much space in there as you have in those little coolers, but it did keep drinks that we put in there nice and cold, which we really appreciated. So in the drawers you're going to find your room service menus. There's plenty of storage in this room. Gotta say, that was nice. Now this little table, you can move this wherever you want. It's portable. You could move it over to the sofa if you want to maybe eat your room service there or do a little bit of work on a laptop. You could move that next to the bed. Anywhere you need a little extra table space, you got that. These were nice. These are like a quick privacy, quick light blocking pullover curtains, nice partition between the room and that balcony area, I guess you can call it. We liked it because it was almost like having a little sunroom. It was extra living space, and that's what we liked about it. Now, when we do ocean view balcony on our cruises, we don't spend a whole lot of time on the balcony. I like it for the views, the light coming in mainly. So I didn't mind this room. I liked it. I know that some people prefer the actual balcony to this infinite ocean view balcony. And I get it. If you like being outside, if you like that breeze, if that's something that you're used to or important to you, then I can see why you would absolutely prefer that over this room. But as you can see on the wall, there are the switches to work this window, to put this window up and down. And this is what transforms it into a balcony, I guess you can say. But it's more just like putting a window down in the room. When you put that window down, the air conditioning will stop in the room. You get the humidity and the moisture coming in from outside, you know, in the Caribbean with the tropical heat and the humidity. It's inevitable. So the mirrors will start fogging. It'll feel, you know, a little sticky and humid in the room. But for short little amounts of time, it's nice. Get some fresh air, look outside, and then you have the option of putting that window right back up. What I didn't do, and I think what might help mitigate that humidity and the heat loss from the room, is maybe when you open this ocean view infinite balcony window, close those curtains behind you, those partition curtains. That might actually help to, you know, mitigate some of that. And then you have the switch on the right that controls that total blackout shade that comes down. So you could kind of, you know, customize how you want this all set up, which was nice. At night, we closed that completely. We turned this like into a little living room nook area. My son loved hanging out in there, but he gets a little creeped out with that black abyss of the ocean at night when you're sailing. So we kept that closed at night. We made like a little living room in there. It was really cool. So if you think you would like the extra living space in the room, then I would definitely recommend this. If you like that classic going out onto the balcony, sitting outside with the breeze, hanging over the, well, not hanging over the balcony, obviously, but leaning over, you know, getting those views, then maybe you might not like this stateroom type as much. But it worked for us. We thought it was great. I loved all the ambient lighting. I loved how like modern and spacious this room felt. It was really awesome. So I'm kind of showing you here what we did at night. We set this up as like a little, I don't know, I was calling it like a little living room. But in the day it feels like a sunroom. At night it could feel like a little living room, a little nook that you could kind of chill in. So that's kind of what that looked like at night. And you got your classic little bedside tables here, typical of a Royal Caribbean ship. And there was some USB and USB-C outlets over here next to, in with that shelving on that recessed wall. So that was kind of nice. And there you have those hooks that fix there on the wall. Great for bathing suits, bags, swim covers. Now the bathroom was nice. There was a lot more room in the shower than you typically find in a Royal Caribbean stateroom that's a non-suite. So it was very spacious in there. What I thought was really cool was this mechanism. When you open the door, it's kind of on this little, it does like this little swivel. So like half of the door opens into the shower and then half into the actual bathroom. So it was nice. It was a nice transition from going in, you know, in and out of the shower. See, you even got a little bench. I like that. They put a little bench in the shower, which was great. And what I really loved was that the towels are now inside the shower with you. So it's easy to just turn the water off, grab a towel, dry off right there. And they put hooks in the shower too, which was great for drying bathing suits. We hung our swimsuits in there to dry, which worked out great. There's some shelves underneath the sink here in the bathroom. Great for some storage for those toiletry bags and things like that. Plenty of space on the counter, which was nice. There's a nice fixed hook right there too, next to the sink. Oh, the electrical outlet in the bathroom. That was nice. That was great. That was great for, you can run a hair dryer in there, clippers, whatever you want to run in the bathroom. You can now, which was great. And nice lighting in the bathroom. The bathroom was very well lit. Everything in this stateroom is very well lit, which is great. So that's kind of it for the bathroom. There's actually shelves back behind where the toilet is. I totally forgot to film them on this camera, but I think I filmed them on my phone. So I will go ahead and put that video clip in here if I can find it. So just giving you another view here of the way that the shower door mechanism kind of works. It was pretty cool. So that's it. I hope you were able to take away something from this room tour. Hopefully it helped you kind of make a decision on whether or not you'd like to book this type of stateroom. So remember, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You can definitely help us out. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys on the next video. As always, thanks for watching.